What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? I was having a little technical difficulties. Can y'all hear me? Everything good? I see people are coming in the room. Let me go ahead and share this out. I do not know if anybody's joining me tonight. I sent the link to Yarel and um little baby, and I also sent it to Josiah to see if he wanted to join me tonight. So we definitely so if they come in, y'all know I'll pop them up here. If not, we're gonna roll with it. People have stuff to do, honey. Let me share this though, and then we're gonna get this party started. I hope everybody is having a great Thursday. Today feels like Friday. Hey, what's up, Auntie? What's up? What's up? We are live. Let me send that out. So what's up, everybody? Dominique, YBS, Mary. Hey, boo, how you feeling? How are you feeling? Hey, Brianna. Oh, there go little baby right there. Hey, Brianna, Auntie again. Hey, Ash, what's up? Now, Ash is one of my faithful, honey. Well, I don't know if it's a her or him. I won't be disrespectful. Ash is like little baby, little. They leave comments under the videos, okay? And they let me know exactly how they feeling, whether they agree or disagree. And y'all know, I have no problem with anybody disagreeing with me respectfully. I don't have no problem with that. We can disagree respectfully. And so I ain't got no problem with it. But Ashby, honey, Ashby leaving them comments. What's up, little baby? How you doing, boo?
I'm good.
Oh, oh, that was a little funky. You're a woman. Okay, cool, cool, cool. That was a little funky. What's wrong with you?
Nothing.
Oh, you sounded a little funky over there. Okay.
Y'all know I'm eating cookies.
Oh, okay. So let me say, I got a couple of things before we get into the review. Y'all know I haven't been live. I think I haven't been live since Monday, actually. Um, so if you follow me on Instagram, then you kind of know that this has been a rough week for me. That's part of the reason why I really haven't been online. I've been just kind of doing me a little bit this week. Um, my brother, this is the anniversary of my brother's death, and some Octobers, it's always the beginning of October and the end of January, because the beginning of October is when he passed and the end of January is his birthday. So I'm always a little funky. I'm always I find myself kind of being irritable, a little sad. I don't like to use the word depressed, but a little sad. um some years are better than others. Some years are better than others. This just wasn't a good year. It's been a rough week for me. Um, so yeah. And like Tuesday, I got up to go to work. Honey, I turned around and came back home and got back in the bed. It just didn't happen on Tuesday. But I do feel a lot better. And thank you for the Cash App. Somebody sent me a Cash App. I guess they saw me on Instagram, honey. And so they sent me a little Cash App. But thank you so much. It is appreciated. Y'all know I don't say people government names over here. But I thank you. Thank you for the love. Thank you for thinking of me. But yeah, so I am here. It is almost Friday. I'm gonna enjoy my weekend. I got a couple of unboxings real quick, and then we're gonna get into this review. It was the season finale. Um, and as season finales go, it was okay. It was decent. How you feel about it as a season finale, little baby?
I was cool with it.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times the season finales are real anticlimactic. They try to create this whole everybody. Hey, Lady Libra, what's up, boo? They try to create a whole, kumbaya type situation a lot of times. And honey, they didn't do that. They did not. They left us with a really good rollover moment into the reunion. So my first thing that I'm unboxing is my Avon. Y'all know I told y'all I ordered some stuff from Avon. I think these are candles. I think I ordered like 2 candles from Avon last week. So you see, they got here really quickly. For those of you, they got here relatively quickly. Yep, these are my 2 candles. So let's talk about the candles really quickly. So this first candle is Violet Birch. Violet and Birch. And I think I've had this one before, little baby. I think I have had this scent before. Well, thank you so much, Zara. Yeah.
Hey, chat.
Ooh, this is strong. I think I've had this one before. This is what it looks like. It's a 3-wick candle, you guys. The 3-wick candle, and it is strong. You saw as soon as I opened up the box, I was like, woo, it is strong. So this is one of the like year-round scents, the Violet and Birch you can find on the Avon website year-round, right? And then I have this one, which is a maple latte. So of course, this is one of the fall scents, the maple latte, honey. That's a fall scent, honey. So let's see what this maple latte is giving. Oh, it's pretty. Look at that. Look at that little baby. Isn't that pretty? It's hard to tell, but it's like a gold. I mean, it's like a silver shimmer.
I see the silver.
Yeah, isn't that pretty? Oh, okay. Oh my, this is strong. Y'all, this smells straight like some maple syrup. If you like sweet candles, this is a good candle because this
what
is
brand
strong.
is that again? Where you get that from?
Avon, honey. Got this from the Avon. Yes, ma'am. This is from the Avon. Hey, Kervixen. Yeah, this is strong. I'm not saying I don't like it, but it is definitely strong. I'm about to light this one right now. And again, it is 3 wick. Again, you can get this from the Avon catalog. And it is this now. This one is a fall scent, so this is a limited time scent. But the other one, the violet vanilla, the violet and birch, that's a year-round scent. That's a year-round scent. I'm about to burn this maple right now. We're gonna get into this maple right now. But it is, if you like sweet candles and like you like the fall scents and all of that, this is definitely a candle for you to go on and pick up. Y'all better go on over to that Avon and get that candle. All right. My other unboxing is a package that was sent to me because I didn't order this. This was sent to me. Is it a Karen Huger candle? Listen, I'm gonna order me a Karen Huger candle. I think somebody said they're on LaDom's website, and I think they're on Bloomingdale's website. So I am definitely gonna oh, maybe I did. Well, you know what? I did order this. I thought this was something else. Somebody sent me something, and I thought this was something else. No, this is mine. This is just some blouses I ordered from Lane Bryant, child. This ain't nothing spectacular. These are just some blouses I ordered. They're like peasant blouses that I ordered from Lane Bryant. They got a tan. Even though winter is coming, I like my building be hot as hell, like the heat be on hell. And so I can't wear like sweaters and heavy stuff to work because I will burn the hell up. So even though like a lot of that stuff is on sale right now, the peasant blouses and stuff like that, the light stuff is on sale. I'm buying those now because I can wear that to work. Because when I tell you my classroom be on hell, okay, it be on hell. Anyway, so those were my unboxings for today. Y'all going over to Avon. We're going to drop that link in a minute, and y'all going over to Avon and get y'all one of these candles now. If you go to the link, the Avon link, and you just type in the search bar candle, the candles will pop right up. If you type in a candle, or even type in 3 wick candle, all of them will pop right up. So anyway, let's go on and get into this. Oh, can you hear me? Let's go ahead and get into this. The Real Housewives of the Beverly Hills, the season finale. Now, did you see the super trailer for the reunion, little baby? Let's talk about the super trailer for a quick second. What was your opinion of the super trailer? How you feel about this? Hey, what's up, Big and Sexy? What's up, boo?
Well, they're obviously making it to do because one thing we haven't seen forever on series.
Okay, your sound is screwing up. What's going on over there, honey? Your sound is messing up. You like I can hear like every other word.
Blah, 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 blah. You hear me?
I can hear you, but it's like go ahead and talk again. It was like every other word was coming through.
Okay. One thing that they are doing is hyping up this reunion because, to my recollection, I never recall them actually shooting a housewife scene to build up to the reunion.
Yeah, I saw that. They were putting a little bit of stuff in the sauce. They sure were. Because, and you see how Lisa Rinna, and I didn't even put that in my review. My review was already over 20 minutes long. But you see how Lisa Rinna tried to position herself as Erica's bestie. Because you saw what Erica said, and yeah, you called me to tell me that everybody turned on me. That's messy. That's real messy, Brenna. Real messy, Brenna.
Yeah. And then what is turning? What exactly is turning?
But see, but for this whole season, Erica has equated people's loyalty to people's blind loyalty. And at one point, Kyle said in her confessional, she said, I support you because you're my friend. That doesn't mean I agree with everything. And I think in Erica's mind, everybody was supposed to not just support her, but agree and blindly follow. Like just like this damn story that you keep adding and changing. And like Sutton even said in her confessional, Sutton was like, I want to be in a good place for Erica, but I'm also not going to sit here and pretend like I don't know and see what I know and see. Like, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I don't see what I see and I know what I know and what I've read. If it don't make sense, it don't make sense.
Absolutely.
And I also noticed how quiet Crystal ass got as the season progressed. Did you notice that too?
Yeah, because I forgot she was there a lot of episodes.
Child, I did too. I said that in my review, how her screen time got less and less and less. I was surprised this final scene was her event.
Yeah. I guess she had to put that on to remind us that she was there. I don't think she too much had anything throughout the season other than that basement rental.
Right. It was a mess. It was a mess. It was a mess. But I want so I put the link up there. Y'all go over there and get y'all that Avon candle, honey. Y'all going to get y'all. I was going to say something that I mean to say. Y'all going over there and check that link out, honey. Get you a candle. Now, anyway, what's up, Young Rich? What's up, boo? So I'm gonna say the other thing about the super trailer, and I'm gonna say this before we actually see the reunion, because I know with the super trailer, of course, they're gonna give us the most salacious, parts. I get that. Like we know what that's about, but for all the people who got on Andy at the Potomac reunion last season and said that he don't never go for the White Housewives the way he went for Monique, if that super trailer is any indication about how hard he is going at Erica, I don't want to hear nobody say nothing again, because he is giving Erica the blues.
When he said, I know how much you make, I said, what?
Yes. When he said, why have you never left? Why didn't you leave him before? And I guess whatever her answer was, he said, but Erica, I know how much you make. And mind you, he's saying that just based off of her housewife salary. He ain't saying that based off of her Fenty, endorsement, her shoe dazzle deal, her book deal. Like Erica had multiple streams of income outside of Tom. Let's not act like she was destitute. I don't either, Natalia. Erica's a bully, and she's always been a bully. And again, y'all know, if y'all been rocking with me for a minute, y'all know I used to love me some Erica Jane. So I'm not gonna backpedal and pussy pop off of that. I was an Erica Jane fan. Even when she used to go off, if you go back and look at my old reviews, I used to be like, I think you overreacted. I think you did a bit much. But no, I didn't come for her. No, I didn't drag her about it. But I did feel like she was a little extra. I did feel like she did a little much. She was a little extra. But I probably could have gave her a little bit more than I did, I admit. But Erica's a bully. She's a bully, and the one thing I will say, and the funniest thing is, the weak, quote unquote, weakest one of the cast is the one that came for her. Sutton is scared of her own damn shadow. But she came for Erica ass.
And listen, I won't even say she came for Erica. She was just asking logical questions. I don't think anyone in any setting, if their friend came to them with that many iterations of Batman, would not question how all of this happened. What do you mean he ejected himself from the car before it crashed in the city hall? What are you talking
about? Shit. Now her son took off work to come look for Tom, and they found, girl, listen, you should have just left that one alone. Like, the term sleeping dogs lie. Girl, you should have left that dog at the second episode when you told us that damn story. You should have just left it there and just left it there. Anyway, let's get into this episode. It's the final episode. So we saw I thought that was so funny how Dorit's daughter got her all the way together for wearing Louis Vuitton with Gucci at the same time. I said, I don't know if that's a sad state of affairs over at Dorit's house, but the fact that her child knew that that's probably not a good idea to wear the Louis Vuitton with the Gucci. Did you hear her get her together? She said, it's Louis Vuitton. Do you like it? She was like, not with that Gucci.
I didn't even know a child knew about violating. That's what they called it in my day, when you had to wear Nike from head, so you couldn't.
Right, you couldn't wear Nike. Yeah, right. You can't wear a Nike t-shirt with Adidas sneakers, honey. They will get you all the way together. I said, no, she didn't. But it was hilarious to me. Now, do I think that it says a whole lot about what's going on over at Dorit's house? Yes. But do I think it was fucking hilarious? Absolutely. I thought it was hilarious. Um, did you also find it interesting? Again, y'all, this is all the little dumb stuff before we get to the main event. But did you also find it interesting when Lisa was talking to her husband? Y'all know the rumors are that they ain't really together. They just be filming together and they putting on appearances. But did you find it interesting that when he was talking about how he was going to be quarantining up in Canada for 2 weeks in the cabin with 2 feet of snow, how there was no conversation about her visiting him? She was just like, I don't know about that. That doesn't look like fun to me. He was like, yeah, because I know your idea of camping is, not going below the 4th floor of the, Four Seasons. I'm like, your husband is getting ready to be gone for a quarantine. But I guess she couldn't visit him because the purpose of quarantine is to not be around other people. So I take that back. I guess she probably couldn't go.
I can maybe. I don't know what movie sets were like. I can't really say.
I don't know. I'm gonna give a pass on that one because I was getting ready to be like, girl, like you gonna let your man just be gone for 2 weeks? You ain't doing nothing else. Hell, even though she is on that reboot over to the Peacock, she is on that reboot over to the Peacock, child. But anyway, which I know that she ain't said nothing about. I know that she ain't said nothing about it this whole season. She talked about that Rent of Beauty, but she ain't talked nothing about her being on the new show, a reboot, or anything.
Oh, I didn't know she was still acting.
Yeah, it's some sort of reboot of it's like Bold and Beautiful Plus, or it's some, what is it called? It's someone the people, I'm not watching it, so it don't matter. But it has a lot of the OGs on there. Lisa's run on. But anyway, she ain't mentioned it. So listen, if she ain't mentioned it, far be it for me to mention it, child. Now, the first real scene that we see is we see Erica meeting up with Crystal to go scout out the restaurant where Crystal is going to have her Chinese New Year. That was the season finale event, was that she's hosting the season finale. And she said, this is an opportunity for her to share her culture, her family with everybody. She said, if I can't get y'all on the plane and fly y'all over to China, we're going to have our Chinese New Year here. And of course, they had to mention that the restaurant was a restaurant that was used in Kill Bill and a couple of other Hollywood productions, yada, yada, yada. Of course, they had to have a conversation, and they talk about how Erica and Sutton, quote unquote, made up down to the where were they? Temecula. Okay. Where they made up, and Erica said, well, I really ain't make up with her. I just didn't want, I was tired of being mad, but I'm not over it. And I think that was a fair assessment, that I'm no longer actively angry. I'm just not all the way over it. Because that's fair. When somebody pisses you off, you can just not be over it, but you don't have to, get them, the hard stare every time you see them. How do you feel about that conversation?
I need Erica to build a bridge and get over it, because I'm still trying to understand what the hell Sutton did. All she did was ask questions.
Sutton ain't do nothing. Like I said, all she did was she hurt Erica's little feelings.
She act like Sutton ran out there, and it's the
that was a permanent gig. Oh, my bad. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know she was still acting.
Hey, what's up, Miss Baythang? Hey.
Yeah. I'm just trying to understand, what the hell did Sutton do to you?
Sutton didn't do anything, but just like when Eileen Davidson asked Erica about her son, and Erica had a whole conniption fit about her son, and then she tried to come back later and just talk about how her son has just been having a really rough year and yada yada yada. And I was like, but girl, all she did was ask about your son being a cop. Like, it wasn't even that deep. It just, child. So that happened. What else did they talk about? I think the only other thing they talked about was they talked about Sutton. I think again they talked about Erica, and I don't care. I don't care about how hard your life is. I don't care about how hard it is. I don't give a damn. Okay, moving on. Then we had this moment. I had my Kathy Hilton moment of the week, where Kathy Hilton is in this house that is her project that her and Rick had bought. They were going to move into the home, but then they changed their mind and decided to stay where they already lived. And so now she is fixing it up and she's going to put it on the market. And that is her project. I think she's going to be doing like the interior design and all that good stuff. But anytime Sutton said, because her and Sutton live in the same neighborhood, anytime Sutton said, yeah, my house is on the poor side of this neighborhood and we know what kind of money Sutton is working with, that lets you know what we're talking about. They asked her, how much can you resell this house for? And her, with a straight face, said, oh, about 30 to 40 million.
I just would want more bedrooms.
I just want to be able to afford a house that's $30 million. I don't give a damn how many bedrooms there. I just want to have that kind of money in my bank account where I can buy a $30 million house. No, scratch it. I want to have that much money in my bank account where I own a house that's worth $30 million that I ain't living in, and and I can afford to not live in it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, they not even living in that house. Like, y'all just fixing it up to sell. Girl, like, I need a $30 million project. How about that?
Which brings me to my assumption of what that whole scene was.
She might have said 52 million, Zara. She might have said 52 million, babe.
It was it was advertisement for Rick's real estate company. That house is on the market for $53 million. Anyone wanting to put in a bid, you could go ahead and do so. Yeah, that's what that was to me. I'm like, ma'am, you can sit up here and try and attach this whole sentimental value to it all you want. You weren't moving in that home.
Let's be clear. What's up, Pat? Let's be clear. Every single thing that Kathy Hilton has done on this show this season has been an advertisement.
It has.
Remember, I told y'all when she was talking about Ruth's Chris. Oh, let's go to Ruth's Chris. Ruth's Chris is are in their hotels. It was advertisement. When she went and got tacos for everybody, and she was like, "Oh, I went to Bell Taco or Del Taco." They own stock in Del Taco. If you notice when they were at when her and Kyle were at her house having their little heart to heart, did you see those it wasn't vitamin water, but it was a company like Vitamin Water. The bottles were strategically placed. Did you notice that?
I remember those Baccarat gift bags.
Right. I said she probably she probably got something out of that too, because she said Baccarat about 10 times. I said, yeah, absolutely everything Kathy Hilton has done has been an advertisement. And I ain't mad at her. But you're probably right. That was an advertisement. You're probably right. But the conversation they had was Sutton was talking to Kathy about how she's glad that her and Erica had a chance to have a talk, but she don't trust it. I say, you're right, Sutton. Don't trust it. Because it's bullshit.
She gonna be snarling at you next week, foaming at the mouth and shit.
Right. Exactly. Because the very next scene is what turns everything. Because I do think Erica meant what she said when they were on their little trip. I think Erica was ready to move forward, even though she wasn't trying to be Sutton's best friend. But I do think she was ready to move on until she went to lunch with messy ass Kyle, Dorit, and Lisa Rinna. Did anyone notice that Kathy lays it on thick in every interview about how she really loves Garcelle? She's the backlash. So she's trying to clean things up now. Every time Garcelle name comes. I don't watch the interview, so I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I ain't looked at an interview, so.
I have to watch the after show. I still have to watch that.
But yeah, I don't watch them a whole lot, so no, I don't know. And like I said, that's the only thing that Kathy did this season that pissed me off was when she tried to act like, what she deals with is on the same level as Garcelle. That pissed me off. But yeah, somebody must have told her, ma'am, don't do that no more. Don't do that no more. Don't do that no more. But yeah, so they go out to lunch. First of all, let's talk about how Bravo shaded the hell out of Dorit when Kyle came in there with her $22,000 Hermes bag, and they put the price up there, and then they went over Dorit's Louis Vuitton bag and put the $4,000 price up there. I said, "Oh, why are they so damn shady?
You know what's shady?
So shady.
You know what's shady? Erica's face is shady as hell. Every week, she looks more and more her age.
I'm not. Did you say her face is shady?
I'm looking like, oh my God. What happened?
Oh, not her
It's-
face was shady. Listen, I don't know, but they were at that lunch and Erica was talking. They were talking about how her and Sutton, and this how messy Kyle is. Kyle gonna say, "I'm glad that you and Sutton were able to move forward. What's up, court documents? I'm glad that you and Sutton were able to move forward." And Erica was like, "Yeah, well, I mean, I'm still not totally over it, but I just don't want to be, angry anymore." And messy ass Kyle is gonna say, "Well, I talked to Sutton and she still believes what she believes."
I want to strangle Kyle.
What up, Cameron? Now, why was that even necessary?
To keep the shit going.
Well, that was producer Kyle, right? That was producer Kyle.
And that right there, I want that to get addressed at the reunion. I really want somebody to tear into Kyle's ass about that. That irks my nerves. You have the same assumptions. You, Miss Kyle, you can dress it up however you want to. But regardless if your friend's husband is a lawyer or not, you went and sought legal counsel, ma'am. You too worried about how you were going to get tied up in this.
Exactly. And now that all these rumors are flying that says that she is tied up in it because she knew and she was spreading Erica's business all up and down them Beverly Hills streets, which I believe 100% she did. Because we already know that the rumors about Tom were already out there because we heard them. And if we heard them all the way over here, then I know the people who run in them circles heard that shit.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Nobody was dumb to it.
I agree with pulls my teeth. Kyle is in charge of the girls, but that whole move right there, it irritated again, for television purposes, I understand exactly what she was doing, but it was just so, because it just took me right back to that night with Sutton. Sutton, just own it. Sutton, just say what you got to say. Just say. And Sutton was like, because she did it to Sutton again tonight. We're going to get there in a second. But as soon as she said that to Erica, Erica's whole attitude towards Sutton went right back to square one. And I was like, all right, okay, that was producer Kyle putting on her producer's hat to create this moment. That's what that was all about, was creating this moment. It's crazy how Kyle wanted for everybody to go after Sutton, and she been running her mouth about Erica for years. At least Vanderpump told it. Okay. But it makes sense because she wanted the heat off of her. That's all that was. That was, if I don't want to be the villain, let me give you somebody else to hate. That's all that was. Yeah, she said Vanderpump lied, but I don't believe her. I believe Vanderpump. Because again, it's not because I just believe Lisa Vanderpump so much. It is, if we heard the rumors about Tom,
then she heard the rumors. All of them heard the rumors.
Right. It's no way in hell that the people who are in those circles, who hang out, shop, dine, party, whatever with those people. I ain't say they all friends, but y'all know how rumors are and how the rumor mill is. Think about the job, and a rumor gets started and it goes all through the building. Come on now.
The maintenance man got all the tea.
Right. So I believe exactly. I believe Lisa Vanderpump, because again, you could go back to my reviews from last season before this stuff dropped, and we talked about the rumors about Tom being broke. Now, we didn't know all this about him stealing the money from his clients, but remember, we knew about lawsuits of him being sued. We knew about him he got sued before. He got sued last season.
people were calling in that documentary. They showed people calling in to watch What Happens Live, asking Erica about Tom's lawsuits. And I remember, if it wasn't last, I believe it's like maybe 2 or 3 reunions ago where Camille was on it. And those ladies had said something to the effect of, we agreed that we would never talk about our legal issues. And
yeah.
And so it's always been very surface with them.
Yeah, I remember that. Cameron said, but Lisa V ain't on the show no more, so why would she lie on? Well, that's what we said. I don't believe she lying at all. I don't believe Kyle is lying at all. I mean, Vanderpump is lying at all. I believe Vanderpump. I absolutely believe Vanderpump. Now, again, do I think she has an added incentive to talk shit about Kyle? Sure. But I believe her. I believe her. I miss Kim. She would have called Erica out with no remorse. Let's talk about the husbands. Okay.
Kim, Camille.
Oh my gosh, if Camille had been on this program, y'all, if Camille Grammer had been on this season, Bay. Ooh, that'd have been a whole situation. So I believe she knew because Bethany said she told her up to now she hasn't addressed Bethany. Well, listen, I believe it. So I feel like in that because remember the confessionals are filmed after the season. Mm-hmm. So just because last week Erica was saying in her confessional, no, I'm not over with Sutton. No, I'm not forgiving Sutton. I just don't want to make everybody else uncomfortable. I believe that was after this whole situation with Kyle telling her that Sutton still said yada, 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 yada. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So we get to the party, honey. We get to the party. We see everybody in glam, getting ready for the party in glam, including Erica Jane. She got her old crew there taking care of her, honey, for the party, honey. Crystal looked nice. Her dress isn't my style, but I liked it.
I agree. I wouldn't wear it, but it works for her. And it really is a pretty dress. I would really see her and Sutton, though that's their style.
Yeah. Dress. Sutton's style is so quirky, but it looks cute on her.
Right.
Like it ain't a whole lot of people that's gonna get away with the stuff that Sutton wears, but It looks cute on her. And maybe because I've gotten used to her style too, but I think it looks cute on her.
Rent a look flat. It was some.
Hold on. We're gonna put a pin in that. We're gonna get the Renner. Put a pin in that one. Because I got a whole conversation for Renner. Hold on, you put a pin in that. Put a pin. We go. I thought Crystal's mom looked nice in her fur, honey. She rode up there in her red dress and her fur with her boo.
I was here for Crystal's mother and Marshall. I like them. I want to know. I want to get more.
Yeah, I want a couple of scenes. If she come back next year, I want a couple of scenes with them because I'm here for it. I like her mama. Her mama rolled up in that fur. Her mama said, "You won't outdo me on this good show, no ma'am. No, you will not." Then next to show up, I think was Garcelle. I liked Garcelle's outfit. No, I think it was Renna. I think Renna was next because Renna's always early. You know why Renna's always fucking early on time? Because she ain't got shit else to do. Okay, Lisa Renna is always either on time or early because she don't have shit else to do. You heard Garcelle when Garcelle showed up. Garcelle was like, "Baby, I taped 3 shows of the Real today, and I did press for Coming to America before I got into glam to get over here." Okay, Mama has had a full day. You know what Lisa did that day? She did TikTok videos. That's what Lisa had done before it was time for her to head her ass down to the show. Okay, she did TikTok videos. Okay, listen, Lisa Renna. Let me talk to you for a minute, ma'am. I know you like to play in your role playing and you like to put your wigs on and you like to give them names and you like to give us a different look because you've been wearing the same hairdo since 1984. I understand that, ma'am. I get it. But let me tell you what you better not ever do again. You better not ever let nobody put you in that goddamn wig again. I don't know what you were thinking. I don't know what your stylist was thinking. And they had the nerve to be sitting there cutting it and styling it like they was really about to do the damn thing. Them bangs looked raggedy. The wig looked cheap, and it did nothing for you. The makeup, whatever that combo was, it was too dark. It was too pale. It was too out. Then you had the nerve to wear a black cat suit with it. It was too you were too washed out.
She was flat. It was flat, and then she already don't have a body, so it wasn't like the suit would work to her advantage.
It just didn't do nothing. I said, and did you see Garcelle trying to find something to say to myself? You look nice, Garcelle. Stop lying. Stop. Y'all know what? It's okay to just not say nothing. When you see somebody, you don't have to give them a compliment. You could just be like, "Hey, girl." You don't have to say, "Girl, you look good." You don't. It's a lie. You don't have to do it. You do not have to entertain it. You do not have to take part in the lie. That's like when you see somebody with their baby and the baby ain't cute. You ain't got to lie. You don't have to tell nobody they baby cute and they baby ain't really cute. You don't have to tell Lisa Rinna she looked cute, and she did not.
She didn't.
She looked horrid.
They
said, Cameron said Lisa Rinna has really been dressing like a Disney villain this whole season. Well, listen, she played true to character last night on that episode because, baby, that was a hot whole mess. Cameron said Crystal's mama was eating like she just got out of prison, and that was funny. And then here come what pulls my teeth talking about some she was giving Cookie Lines realness. I know that's right. Yes, Crystal's mama, I'm here for her. Now, I don't know. Crystal's in trouble because you can always tell by the editing how they feel, and the fact that she didn't get a lot of camera time as the season went on. Hell, they cut out her whole birthday scene. I said, damn, if you know that you got to be born if they don't even give you your birthday scene.
She had a birthday.
Remember, she had a birthday down to the with the wherever they Temecula, wherever they were, La Brea, wherever they were.
Right.
And I saw the deleted scene. It was a deleted scene. They had a cake for her and everything.
Oh, that's sad.
They ain't show none of that. I said, now you know you got to be. It had to be a boring ass scene for them not to. I mean, they didn't even give you an opening credit. Like, you know how they give you the boring shit in the beginning where they show everybody with their family. They could have given you a little something at the beginning. A little something.
Wow.
Child, you were in the deleted scenes.
I think she like keep from the Erica just so she can say that she could come back next season at that reunion because,
I don't know.
Like I said, she faded to black. She was like a wallflower.
Okay.
She was a plug-in, you know.
Right. Yeah, I'm with you, Cameron. I don't think Erica's coming back next season. I really don't. I really don't. I think Young Rich, I do think if they can talk Garcelle into coming, because she said she's on the fence after that reunion. Before the reunion, she was like, yeah, she coming back. After the reunion, she said she on the fence. So I don't know what then went down to the reunion. But I do think that they might go out of their way to try to bring on a friend for Garcelle who is African American. We know that they had that one scene with her last season with Cherie, with Will Smith's ex-wife. Is it Sheree or Cherie? Cherie. So we know that they kind of already sort of brought her in a little bit. I don't know if they did more scenes with her to kind of test her out, but they didn't quite show them, or they just never got around to it. But and this is, we'll get to predictions at the end. Well, no, because y'all know me, I'll forget. Let me say it now. I predict that they're going to try to bring somebody on for Garcelle, and I think that might be part of a negotiation for Garcelle to come back. But I also think they're going to try to bring Denise back.
I've heard whispers that they do want Denise back and that Denise does want to come back, but Denise will have to come back at a pay cut. She ain't gonna be making what she.
Yeah, she would have to come back at a pay cut. But I think she wants to come back because, again, it's easy money. Even at a pay cut, it's easy money.
Yeah. That's why Candace's like, listen, I ain't going nowhere. They're gonna have to drag me off a rower.
Right. I'm gonna say this. I don't know if contracts have gone out yet. Crystal might be saying she coming back. That means I will come back. I know that they're going to start filming next month. They're supposed to start filming at the end of October, early November.
That's
but
why I think contract is
normally
already
they don't
done.
make announcements about contracts until after the reunion.
I think they said forget it. I think because this is what I heard about the reunion. They took very few breaks, which is why it's 4 parts. They said it's a lot to put in there from beginning to end. And so I believe they just, and because you got all of this going on with Erica, you coming off the heels of that heated reunion, I believe they've already issued out contracts.
Okay, they just can't say anything yet because nobody has said anything yet.
Because I haven't heard anything about a firing. The only thing I've heard about is a friend of coming on.
Okay. I predict that friend of, if it's not a blockbuster, then I predict that friend of is probably going to be somebody. I do not think it's by accident. Let me tell you something. Garcelle is not stupid. Garcelle is very calculated, and I don't think she's a dummy. And I think that whole I'm alone, I don't think that was just her trying to tell them she's alone. I think that was a what's the word I'm looking for? What's the word I'm looking for? Oh shoot.
That call, that signal.
Yeah, well, bat signal for lack of a better word, a back signal. But I think that she is putting that out there to try to throw that out there to say, listen, y'all see, I'm still the only black woman here, right? I know y'all try to bring Crystal on, I get that, but y'all see, I'm the only black woman here. So I feel like she kind of threw that out there as sort of like a whisper for and that doesn't mean that they're gonna bring anybody, but I would not be surprised if they brought somebody on, even if it's just a friend of status. I don't think they want a strong black woman because it will be the match for Lisa. Will Smith X is what they need. Well, we don't know we don't know what Will Smith's X is going to do till she get there. I think Garcelle has been pretty strong though. I mean, Garcelle is not cussing people out and throwing shit, but I think Garcelle has been pretty strong. She pissed me off in that scene where they made her cry, but I don't feel like those tears were weak. I feel like those tears were anger.
Yeah, she was frustrated. They were going down that road again, and so was
Cam. Yeah. But I think Garcelle has been very strong. I've been pretty. Sometimes I think she go a little overboard with the black people stuff, but I've been pretty happy with Garcelle, honestly.
And they said this new friend of supposedly is supposed to be coming through Dorit, so maybe they testing her out to get rid of Dorit. I don't know, because the people say, Dorit really. Well, we see Dorit doesn't bring anything. Lisa Rinna just brings her clown antics, her SeaWorld antics. Kyle, she really doesn't bring anything either. She just
but Kyle ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, Kyle isn't going anywhere.
Kyle ain't going nowhere.
Yeah. Especially since Kathy is now on. So yeah, that's not happening.
Garcelle has been advocating for. Yeah, Garcelle absolutely has been advocating for Denise all season. She absolutely has. Even in that which we about to get to that part now. So I left off with talking about Lisa's horrid look. Okay. Garcelle shows up. I like Garcelle's look. It was like a little kimono style dress. It was black and gold. I have been here for a lot of Garcelle's formal looks, and I have been here for her confessionals. I have not been here for her wigs.
Some of the wigs have been off. Like I didn't like the Busta Brown wig at La Quinta.
I didn't like the wig she wore. Yeah, when they were down La Quinta. I didn't like the wig she wore to Big Bear.
I didn't like that wig either.
Yeah. I didn't like, and my thing is the wigs in her confessionals be everything. But then it's like when she's filming, I'm like, girl, what are you doing?
See, that's when head wraps come in. If you like me, you're not really a hair person. Wrap your head up.
Yes. Okay, so she pulls Lisa Rinna aside to have the conversation, and they do the small talk. Oh, it's so great. Yeah, you look good. Oh, you look good. Oh, yeah. And then Garcelle, going back to what we just said, advocating for Denise, tells Rinna that she really would like for Rinna to reach out to Denise, that she thinks it's time for them to maybe talk and, clear the air, fix their friendship, whatever. Now, Rinna, to Garcelle's face, was very polite about saying, I'll do it when I feel like it. In her confessional, she was a little bit more rude about it. But to her face, she politely told Garcelle hell no to her face. Saying, well, when the time is right, when it's organic, maybe. That was basically what she said to her face. But in her confessional, it was, nobody's going to tell me when it's time for me to talk to somebody. I will talk when I feel like talking, and you're not going to make me talk to Denise.
Yeah, she need to get popped for that one.
And again, I feel like it will be addressed at the reunion. We saw Garcelle and Dorit get into it at the reunion, and we saw Lisa and Garcelle from the super trailer. So some things will be addressed. We know some things will be addressed, honey. But I do find it interesting that Garcelle is advocating so hard for Denise. I mean, I know that they're all friends and all of that, and she feel like Denise got a raw deal, but I did find it interesting that she's advocating so hard.
I think she wants Denise back on the show. I believe she's fighting to get Denise back.
Right. Because you think she feels like Denise really, really has her back.
Yeah, and also I believe she didn't want Denise to leave under those circumstances, because honestly, Denise not coming back for a third season does make it look like they ran her off the show.
But they did. They absolutely ran her off the show. And my problem with the situation is...
And the thing of the matter was, I guess Garcelle is like, you shouldn't have let them do that to you. You should have stood your ground with them. Because that whole hazing crap shouldn't happen. Just like they tried to do this season, but with Garcelle, but Erica's mess superseded it. They weren't able to do it.
Yeah, I do feel like they ran her off the show. And what pissed me off is, Renna, you were more upset about Denise allegedly cheating on a husband that you didn't know with a woman that you know is a hot buttered mess than you are over Erica stealing money from, allegedly Erica and her husband stealing money and living a good life off of victims. Like, I'm not understanding your misplaced anger, man. And I agree. Somebody in the chat said, I really want to know, Cameron, I really want to know what the hell Erica did. I mean, Lisa did, Denise did to Lisa, because it's got to go deeper than this damn show. It's almost like Lisa was taking out a personal vendetta, using that as an excuse to take out a personal vendetta. Like, it's got to be deeper.
And then in the confessional, her not wanting to being indignant about being asked to reach out to Denise is like, right, man, what did she do to you?
Right. Natalia said, I saw Lisa saying she regrets her actions, but every season she don't regret shit. She says that to get people off her back. Lisa don't regret shit. She means everything she's saying and doing. She means it. Because she keep doing it. Like, the best apology is changed behavior.
Now, as much as we don't like Renna's actions and tactics, that clown know what she's doing. She knows she is there to clown.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's why she always early and on time for her job. Like I said, she did early and on time because she knows, she understands the assignment. Okay. So after that conversation, Erica shows up. Kyle and Mauricio show up. Can we talk about how high Mauricio was, though? Did you see him stand with them damn drums? Like, Mauricio, if you don't, he was like a little kid. If you don't get your ass over here.
I thought he was actually a part of the show.
Right. I thought that was damn Mauricio. I said, if you don't get your ass.
Also, I didn't really care for Kyle or Erica's hair. I don't care how much it looked alike.
No, I didn't like either one of that. I wasn't crazy about either one of their hair, child. Oh, and Kathy showed up looking like, y'all.
I don't give Kathy too much. She's a woman of a particular age, and I think we would be clowning her even harder if she came up there looking like Kyle did at the reunion, because Kyle looked a whole fool.
I think all of them looked horrible at the reunion. I didn't like that. I have to wait and see it up close and personal, but from the picture, I ain't like none of them. I didn't like none of them. I don't know what theme they were going for, because everybody was wearing a different color. Like, I have to wait all the looks. That shit was just horrid.
Yeah, Kathy's almost 70 years old. She looks like an almost 70-year-old white woman. I'm gonna leave her alone.
But here's why I don't give Kathy a lot. You know why I don't give Kathy a lot? Because Kathy don't give a fuck. Like Dorit cares. Kyle cares. They Kathy don't give a damn. Kathy
No,
said, "Why am I dressing up for y'all hoes?" That's what Kathy said.
pretty much. Like none of this is a charity event for me to break out my couture gowns. I'm going
Okay.
to eat around friends. I'm
Okay.
filming for a TV show. It's during the panty. I'm not about to pull out my good stuff.
Child,
Not
she
for
didn't
y'all.
care. Pook's wife. Okay, so Pook's wife said she heard it was Dory. A couple of people in the chat said they heard that the new friend is through Dory. Okay, well we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, she's supposed to be married to a billionaire. I think she's a soap opera actress or something.
Yeah, okay. So I saw I think Up and Adam or somebody. I didn't look at the video. I just saw the title. That okay. So that's who it is. Okay. Well, we'll
Mhm.
see. We'll see. Okay, I see what y'all saying. All right. Um. So Erica shows up, and once again, Erica's trying to remind us that she's poor now by saying she didn't have a lot of stuff in her wardrobe that was red. Girl, did you see how fast Lisa Renner called out the designer of that gown? It was, I don't remember who it was, but it was some designer. I said, girl,
But you
Erica,
can afford glam still.
Erica, we know that you rolled out of that damn mansion with everything you wanted. You are not going to sit here and make me feel like you left in the middle of the night and all you took with you were the clothes on your back. Girl, please. You had a whole moving truck. You had a whole house you were moving into. You did not just show up, okay, with the shoes on your back. Girl, please. I told y'all earlier this season, the rest of Erica's shit that they didn't show us in that little house she got is in somebody's cousin, uncle, sister, brother's storage unit down in the valley. But please be sure that Erica Jane walked out of that Pasadena house with everything that Erica Jane wanted. Let's be clear.
Absolutely. She took that ugly furniture with her.
Right. She took furniture with her. So you mean to tell me that you remember to take the couch, but you ain't remember to take all your purses? Girl, bye. Girl, bye. That's what I'm talking about. Like, don't piss on my leg and tell me it's raining. Erica, you got everything you wanted out of that house. Let's be clear. Because I still believe that you and Tom are in on this together. I think you, Tom, and the lawyer sat down and had a whole conversation, and this whole situation was planned out. I think, but what I don't think you knew is I don't think that Tom explained to you how deep and how bad it was until all this shit really hit the fan. That is what I do
Absolutely.
believe. But do I think that Erica walked out of that house with Tom's permission? I absolutely do. And do I think that Erica took everything she wanted? I sure do. But I
Yeah,
just don't think Erica knew how bad the shit was.
I agree. I totally agree. I totally agree.
That's just me. But anyway, moving on. So everybody is here now. Like I said, everybody showed up. Now Kathy showed up with the dude that started all that problem down to the dinner party on her first season when Lisa Renner and him was at the table talking about where'd everybody go, why everybody in the bathroom at the same time. What are they doing in the bathroom, right? So we know he messy, and they gave him a little bit of screen time. But okay, moving on. Of
Did
course,
you
that was
hear?
just Bravo's chance to be able to flash back and look at when Lisa was like, and that's I just think it's to remind everybody that Lisa is extra shady. Like the same way Wendy shows some differences between African American and Africans. Garcelle shows differences with African Americans and West Indians. I want to show highlighting our good differences. That was yeah, and I think that Haitian dinner. I mean, I know it was only one scene, but I think she did a good job in that dinner, where she was able to give us a little bit of history of Haiti, the food, the culture. Um, and I will say this, even though I know some people made some comments about Lisa Renner complaining about fish and Kyle kind of frowning up her face when the woman said it's like, what did she say? The rat of the sea. What did she say it was called? What did she
Snail
call
of the
it?
sea.
The what of the sea?
Snail.
The snail of the sea. That's what it was. The snail of the sea. But I will say this for those of us who watch the Real Housewives of Dallas, those ladies handled Garcelle and her traditional dinner way better than they handled Tiffany Moon and her traditional dinner down to the Chinese restaurant with the chicken feet. Okay. Anyway. So we get to the dinner, and you know what I thought was funny? What I thought was hilarious was how Erica was all buddy buddy with PK and was glad that he was sitting next to her, talking about, yeah, PK, they put us next to each other because they know we're gonna get in trouble together. I was like, girl, if you only knew.
Listen, I wanted him to get drunk at that table so bad. I was like, I know y'all not about to sit in my face and play like PK.
Listen, that thing was so funny to me. I said, "Ooh, Erica, you have no idea, baby. Wait until you see the who and the what, child, child." Um, that's because Nikki. Oh, that's because they know backlash. They know backlash. What did I forgot what I said. What did I say about the backlash? What backlash? Oh, because they know. You talking about because of them reacting to the Haitian dinner? Oh, okay. I was trying to figure out. Look, I had to remember what I said. So we get to the dinner, and of course, Crystal has to go over all of the traditions about the Chinese New Year and what everything means and the semblance of it, and all and how important it is to her, her family, and her culture. And she was like, you shouldn't certain things you shouldn't do on New Year's. Well, a lot of what she said is what I was taught. Like I was always taught that you don't clean your house on New Year's. Like whatever you're doing on New Year's is what you're going to be doing for the rest of the year, is what I was always taught. Right. And so I like to relax on New Year's. Yeah, shop on New Year's. I like to just spend time with family on New Year's. So here go messy ass Kyle talking about, because she said something about don't sweep because it's symbolic of you sweeping things under the rug. And Kyle gonna turn them Sutton talking about some, yes, Sutton, you don't want to sweep things under the rug. What the hell was she even talking about? Because I think out of all of them, Sutton is the main person that's not sweeping stuff under the rug. So what the hell are you even talking about?
Sutton has said what she wanted to say.
Right.
I don't know what more there is. She does not believe Erica is telling the truth, which she isn't, because we are on our third story in this whole Tom Girardi gothic adventure comic book. Like, what else? She don't believe it. Y'all don't believe it.
I don't believe it. There's nothing you're going to tell me to make me believe it. Okay? I don't believe it. I was just like, what the hell is she even talking about? Like what you talking about, Willis? And Sutton looked at her same way and was like, girl, what you talking about? So then she was just like, but of course she took her cue. She turns to Erica and says,
and I hated she did that.
Erica, I just want to say that I'm really glad that we were able to talk, and we're, for this new year, I just really would like for us to be able to drop everything and move forward and move in a good space into the new year. Girl, why Erica act like she didn't say nothing? Why you could have heard a mouse piss on cotton? Because everybody is, and Erica gonna have the nerve to say, why is everybody so quiet? Bitch, because we waiting for you to say something.
And did you hear they talking about what was said?
Right. Right. Then she says, Sutton gonna say it again. I said, Sutton, see, this is where you be making me mad. And she even said in her confessional, why am I trying so hard to be this woman's friend? I don't know. Other than the producers telling you, because I don't know why you trying so hard. Because she gonna turn around again and say, oh, that's Lil Baby. That's Lil Baby. She's one of my mods. That's Lil Baby. Hold on, they can't see your name. Hold on, let me take the banner away.
I just really wish you wouldn't have fell for that. Sutton has made all of the allowances. Let's be clear here.
Absolutely, she has.
Erica has not gave any concessions to Sutton. Sutton is the bad guy, because how dare Sutton not believe her story at face value? How dare Sutton?
Right. As crazy as that damn story is, ain't nobody listening or believing none of what you're talking about, girl.
Exactly.
So then Erica once again says, okay. I said, okay. Again, but I put that on Kyle, because if Kyle had never said nothing to Erica about what Sutton said, she still believed. I feel like Erica would have been cool. I really do. But now
Absolutely.
Erica is back being a bitch and being mean to Sutton, being rude to Sutton. And Sutton is like, what the hell? Last week we were good. Because remember, this is only like a couple of days after they got back from their trip. So she's like, oh, what the fuck? What? So they want so the tension was high. Mauricio was like, girl, that we waiting for you to say something. And Crystal breaks the tension by saying, listen, we got a dessert bar, child. We got a dessert bar. Please, y'all go eat some of this creme brulee. Come on over here to this dessert bar. So Kyle is in the bathroom with Sutton, putting an even bigger battery in her back, talking about something. Well, I think you and Erica need to talk. I think y'all just need to talk. What part of Erica don't have nothing to say to Sutton are y'all missing?
I don't know what they're looking for.
Right. I don't know what they're looking for from Erica. I feel like Erica said all that needed to be said. Like, okay, girl, I don't have nothing to say. Okay.
And again, Sutton is acquiescing to Erica as if she did something to Erica.
Absolutely. Right. She's acting like she did something to Erica. So she gonna go. So this is after dinner. They having their dessert. Sutton gonna walk up to Erica. And once again, Erica, I feel like me and you need to talk. You are just a glutton for punishment at this point. Because no, y'all don't have nothing to talk about. There is nothing you need to talk to Erica Jane about. Not at this point, no, ma'am. And Sutton, I've been here for you all season, but I hate the fact that they continuously made you feel like that's what you needed to do, whether it was production, whether it was Kyle, whatever. The fact that they continuously make it seem like this is what you have to do, it irritated my soul. Because like you said, Sutton didn't do anything wrong.
But you made all of the concessions to Erica. You've given Erica all the grace in the world, and the woman is still nipping at your heels. Right. Give her your ass to kiss and move on.
And Erica said, maybe I'm reaching out to you, but now is not the time. And Sutton still pushing, saying, well, I just want us to be able to talk. So maybe when you're ready, she said, but I do appreciate that you received me better, that your reaction was calm. And Erica gonna say, yeah, that's why I said I'm not ready to talk, because if you try to force the conversation, then it is going to get ugly. Girl, if you don't sit your ass down. Honey, and that was pretty much. And again, that was pretty much the end of the episode, and it catapulted us into the reunion for next week. So there was no resolution there, and I think that takes us right into next week, honey.
And really, I don't know what resolution there is to be made outside of the victims getting their money.
Right.
Because Erica knows everything is wrong. What it is, and I've said this before, we've gotten Erica Jane. We've gotten what she and Tom wanted us to believe. They wanted us to believe that even though they had this huge age gap, they were still this loving couple, and Tom was this earnest, hard-working man dedicated to his career in law, and Erica Jane was his younger, beautiful wife who loved him to pieces and loved his brilliant mind, etc., etc., etc. Now the house of cards are tumbling, and people really want to know what's going on around there. Any further probing, we get to the real you, and you don't want us to know that. But why? You signed up for this. You signed up for reality.
Listen, all I'm saying is, I don't ever want anybody who's a friend of mine to feel like they have to blindly go along with everything I say, tell me that I'm right. They can't never feel like they need to check me. That's not a friend. And these women have been supportive of you, but the fact that you just wanted blind loyalty, and no matter what y'all say, we just gonna act like we believe you, that's bullshit.
She wanted
to, and that's not even what I would want. I wouldn't even want that.
She wanted to come up here with her narratives that she had concocted, whether it was with her lawyers or Tom and his lawyers, and spread the image that Tom lost his mind 3 years ago in this, I don't know, island adventure Tomb Raider adventure, and somehow that made him not lose his memory, but become so clever. He started to run his business like a Ponzi scheme. And
well, you saw with
why he's where he is now.
Right. We see that comes up at the reunion next week. That comes up at the reunion.
But also, she's this doting wife who held his hand until the day he died.
Cameron said Erica looking in that last confessional, looking like the supervisor at Ulta Beauty. Girl, I'm dead.
I told you, her face look. I was looking at her in Temecula, and I'm looking like, Erica, what is wrong with your face? It did not look the same. And literally, go to the start of this season and go to the reunion. Her face.
Well, remember we said that when we saw the super trailer for this season. Remember we said that as the season went on, Erica was looking less and less put together. Remember we said that, and I'm sure that's by design. I'm sure it's by design.
Yeah,
because it was the same people doing her glam. So if it's the same people that's doing your glam, there's no reason why you look any different. Just like her ass wearing that damn mascara. That's what. Who the hell don't wear waterproof mascara these days?
Yeah.
Like Erica, I'm sure your makeup is too expensive for you not to have waterproof mascara, ma'am. Like, stop it.
She's cried since then, and her mascara hadn't ran.
Not like that. Not like that. Them raccoon teardrops, child. So we will be here. Listen, they said we got a 4-part reunion. I personally don't believe that we have 4 parts of footage to show, but they say they do. But they always say they do.
I hope they do. But they said this reunion was tense. No one got up and left. Everyone sat there and took the questions. Currently, supposedly, all, including Renna, the one who's had her back, they've all unfollowed Erica on social media. Erica's at odds with Andy.
I heard that. I heard that her and Kyle, even after the reunion, had a big blow up.
Yep. Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's what I heard too. Well, we will see. Y'all know how they do with these reunions. You know, the first episode is going to be a lot of fluff and stuff. I mean, I think they might touch on a few things. I feel like next week they're going to talk about the Crystal Sutton stuff. They might get a little bit into the Garcelle Lisa stuff, or Garcelle Dorit. Of course, we got to mention Erica, but I don't think we're going to get too deep into the woods with Erica next week. I think we're going to talk about a lot of the subliminal. Subliminal was the word I was looking for earlier when I was talking about Garcelle making comments about being alone. I was saying she was putting out subliminal hints, but I feel like they're going to give us some side storylines first. But I will be shocked if we jump head first into Erica. Pat, I'm live. You just don't care about nobody seeing you and your robe and stuff. Oh shit, I forgot you was on. She got on her earbuds, so she didn't even hear me. I was like, Pat, I'm like, because I didn't even see you. Lord. Anyway, moving on.
Tell them I'm sorry.
No, they don't care. I just was. Anyway, I'm about to get off here anyway, y'all. You said Kyle said she spoke to Erica the other day. Yeah, but I heard it on Up and Adam that they had a big blowout after the reunion. That they might have made up. They might be, but
even then, I'm still trying to understand, how is Kyle any better than Sutton? I don't get it. I just want to understand.
I think the first 15 minutes of part 1 is going to be them meeting up and heading to the studio, getting into glam and walking. Yeah, y'all know they always got to give us that bullshit at the beginning. So that you're right, Cameron. The first 15 minutes is going to be wasted on all of that. Them, Andy going from dressing room to dressing room, talking about what they anticipate, what they think. He going to talk to Crystal and Kathy about it being their first reunion. Yeah, you're right. The first 15, 20 minutes is going to be wasted. You're right about that. You right about that, child. All right, y'all. We can ready to get off of here. Thank you so much, little baby, for once again joining me. I just got a cash app. Thank you so much. I appreciate the love. I do. Um, please make sure y'all check out Avon. Y'all know we got the candles. If you go back to the beginning of the video and you see the candles, okay, honey, y'all go over to the Avon and get you some good candles. They got the fall scents, and then they have um the standards. And if you don't see no candles, find something else over there to get, honey. Go and get you your Avon. Get your Avon on, honey. Get your Avon on. And I'm still setting up my Amazon storefront. So when I get that all set up, y'all know I'm gonna be hounding y'all about that too, honey. I'm still figuring it all out. It's kind of complicated. You gotta sit down and really read through everything. Hey, Miss T Velocity. Hey, boo. You gotta kind of read through everything. So when I get it all set up, I'm gonna really launch it. But I just wanted to let y'all know what we got going on. That is the Avon link that my mod doing double duty has dropped on y'all. So thank y'all so much for being here to remember that marriage boot camp debuts tonight, and that is a members only review. So if you are a member, you will get the review immediately. Everybody else, y'all gotta wait a week.
Should I watch this season?
I don't know. I'll let you know after I look at the first episode, child. I heard it's a whole mess already, but we're gonna review it. But that's a excuse me. Excuse me. That's a members only review. So we'll do that. And we'll get a tribe meeting this weekend. I've been doing a lot of live reviews. So we'll do a tribe meeting this weekend. I will catch up with y'all. You ladies, okay, Miss T, you here. And if you are not subscribed to the channel, please go on and hit that subscribe button. And y'all on the way out the door, hit that thumbs up button. It is all free 99, honey. It is free 99. No, little baby don't have no channel yet. She might. I don't know what she gonna do, but she ain't got no channel, honey.
I do find it ironic how Nori and his wife are on marriage boot camp, but somehow or another they didn't complete Love and Hip Hop Miami. Like they were on like the first 2-3 episodes, and that was it. Which, granted, they didn't have a storyline over there anyway.
Well, the season ain't over yet. I'm behind on Love and Hip Hop Miami because I'm over Sukiyana and her ghetto-ness. I just cannot.
I'm over Big Fish coming in and ruining the whole franchise.
Yeah, and Big Fish has, and let's be clear, Big Fish has come in and they ruined Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, and now they are ruining Love and Hip Hop Miami. But y'all going, matter of fact, I guess I got to get those reviews out because I am behind. Shit. All right, I get caught up on Miami. I ain't even looked at Monday's episode. That lets you know how I feel about it. But I'll get caught up. I'll get caught up.
I think I was at home to catch, and I still didn't watch it.
Child. But listen, but thank y'all for coming through. I appreciate y'all, and we will be here next week for the reunion. And I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.
Bye, guys.
Bye.